September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and this diagnosis is not as rare as you might think.
And Connecticut alone, about 16 to 20 children are diagnosed with cancer every month.
And while this is something no parent ever wants to hear, there are resources available should this strike someone you know or love.
Like the Circle of Care. It's a nonprofit organization in Wilton that provides both emotionally and financially some support for families who are living with this life-changing diagnosis.
Melissa Cole paid them a visit to learn about some of the amazing work they do. Take a look.
These are the faces of childhood cancer, something Liz Salguero knows all too well.
In 2001, my son Carlos was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 2.5. It was the most devastating thing that had ever happened to us as a family. And we had no idea kind of what the impact of childhood cancer is.
Doctors told the Salgueros that Carlos's roadmap of treatment would be 29 months long. He was 29 months old at the time.
It was just impossible to believe that he was going to be in treatment for the entire length of his childhood. When it happened to us, we were at a complete loss. We were at a doctor's office, and then suddenly we were at Yale New Haven Children's Hospital for 2 weeks without any planning, no way to be prepared for it, nobody to take care of our other children who were at home getting off a school bus. So we wanted to do something that could give back to these families who were fighting this battle today and to help them through this journey of 2 to 3 years of treatment.
And so Liz created the Circle of Care, a resource and support system for all families affected by childhood cancer.
So we started with a day of diagnosis care package, which we call Bag of Love. This is the bag, and the bag is designed to be reused. So in it are the things that they need to make that transition to hospital life in the very beginning, but then they fill it with their things and they use them for the entire duration of their child's treatment. This is our little toiletry bag. You may end up with a survivor doll inside it. This is a book that we have written and illustrated called I'm Still Me, Inside and Out. Again, reinforcing the whole idea that just because a child is sick doesn't mean that they've changed. They still like to jump in puddles and have tea parties.
Also in the bag, worry dolls that kids can confide in and super soft blankets made by volunteers.
You can't imagine how scary it is to be in a very stark, bare hospital room, and nothing in there is soft. Everything is kind of scratchy. So we give them flannel pillowcases so they can have a soft pillowcase, and we give them these blankets so that they have something colorful and they can snuggle with.
But the Circle of Care goes way beyond providing the comforts of home. The financial burden of a cancer diagnosis can be immense, something the Celestino family of Waterbury discovered a few years ago.
My son, who was experiencing headaches for a while, and we thought we remedied that with changing his sports drink to water, which because his headaches went away. One day I was playing around with him and I picked him up and he told me that his vision went from regular to, it faded to black and then it would come back again.
Joseph, 13 at the time, was eventually diagnosed with brain cancer, requiring 18 months of chemotherapy. And even at that young age, Joseph knew the strain this would have on his family.
So Joseph, what were you thinking during all this time when you first found out what was going on and how many months of treatment you would have to be going through?
Well, when I first realized everything that I was going to have to go through, really, I just accepted it. And I told myself I was going to try and do the best I can, even with the diagnosis. And I stayed hopeful the whole time. I knew that it was going to affect my parents, and I tried to stay strong for everyone.
Joseph spent most of 2019 at Connecticut Children's Medical Center. His dad, Frank, quit his job to take care of him. A social worker in the hospital gave the family gas cards, grocery cards, and a bag of love, all from the Circle of Care.
I was very grateful because during that time, my wife was a registered nurse, and now she's going to be the only one that's making money. Unfortunately, being out of work for that long a time and I went back and forth from Waterbury to the hospital 200 times in a year. The money just on that alone for gas and food and being there, I don't know what I've done without the assistance from this organization.
When Frank fell behind on his mortgage payments, the Circle of Care stepped in.
At the time, I really was concerned about it, but I didn't care because all I cared about was my son. But I still, in the back of my mind, have to worry about him and then worry about what I'm going to do to get out of this, because it's just not going to go away because I wanted to. So they helped me out multiple times. I just want to estimate, maybe 7 times they helped me with my mortgage. They helped me with my electric bill. They helped me with my gas bill. They helped me with anything that I needed in my house to get paid.
So you're super grateful.
I don't know how to ever repay them.
Beyond the financial help, the Circle of Care also gave Joseph something special of his own, a room makeover.
That the room is in process, something else to think about, something else to focus on other than clinic visits and surgeries and chemotherapy. And it gives the child something to control, the young man, something to control, because they don't get to make any decisions about their lives. And this is one place where they get to make all of the decisions. And then they have this beautiful respite, this place where they can just be themselves, have their friends and family in.
So Joseph, let's talk about this room makeover. Sounds pretty awesome.
It's awesome.
The design team took an unused family room and transformed it into a man cave, complete with a TV and a cool homework area.
It means a lot to me. I have somewhere to conduct all my work when I have schoolwork. I have somewhere to have, when my friends come over, I can go downstairs.
Last night we watched the Chiefs and Ravens game last night in the man cave, him and his friends.
Yeah, so it's nice hanging out
It's
for your
nice.
friends too.
It's a nice place to hang out too, yeah.
So how's your health now?
My health now is good. I'm back to normal now. I'm back in school, so everything's going well.
While Joseph is looking forward to college and then medical school, he'll always look back fondly at the angels who were with him during a very dark time.
Circle of Care is it's like having people watching over me all the time, always checking on me and the rest of my family, always making sure we have what we need. I can't even describe how much they've helped me. It's just like having someone there all the time to help me.
It's very isolating when it happens to you, when it happened to me. It's not supposed to happen to young children. And you don't know anybody, or at least you don't think you know anybody. But if you can know about the resources that are here available for families like this, when you hear that somebody in your community has a child who's been diagnosed, you can make a referral to somebody like us, and we can help them get through this process.
We should also mention that Liz's son Carlos is doing really well, and he is now in his 20s.
And if you'd like to donate or learn more about the Circle of Care, you can visit their website, circleofcare.org. Just an amazing organization. Nice job, Melissa. There.
Absolutely, great job. All right, thanks for watching Great Day Connecticut. We appreciate that.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Watch us live wherever you are on our mobile, on our streaming news app. And you can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.